Well, this is certainly a damning indictment of the man who was once heading up that campaign for the now president, Donald Trump. The optics in themselves looks terrible for the president, considering he used to employ this man who is now being sent to jail, his bail revoked. He'll spend time now in jail ahead of trials that he'll have later on this year. But the judge was very clear in her decision to revoke his bail, saying that he had abused the trust that had been placed on him. The fact that he had been out on bail rather than spending time in jail ahead of his trial. She said that he had treated the proceedings like another marketing exercise. He is accused of trying to make contact with two potential witnesses, people who could be testifying in those upcoming trials for his alleged illegal lobbying on behalf of pro-Russian sources. The FBI, who were investigating this case, said that Paul Manafort was engaged in an effort to influence this testimony and to otherwise conceal evidence. It's very significant and means that Paul Manafort will now be heading straight to jail.
And Nick, what will happen next?
Well, he had been out originally on bail. He was under house arrest, living just outside of Washington, D.C. and Virginia. He had been under house arrest since October. But it now means that he will not return home later on today, but head straight off to jail. And he will remain there ahead of the two trials that he will face later on this year. Two pending trials, one in July where he's facing allegations of bank fraud, tax evasion and failing to report foreign bank assets, and the more important one in September, which is all to do with money laundering and illegal lobbying. Remember that this is all part of the Russia investigation headed up by the special counsel Robert Mueller, looking into the potential links between Russian entities and the Trump campaign ahead of the November 2016 election and whether there was collusion taking place. Paul Manafort has been accused of laundering assets in the region of $18 million and carrying out that illegal lobbying activities for the former Ukrainian government, which was very pro-Russian at the time. So Paul Manafort will be off to jail and he will be remaining there pending those trials in a few months' time.